So I got something a little bit different today. We're not in the shop, obviously. Today I'm doing first of a series of renovations that I'm going to be making videos of, just like I do in the shop. If you've been watching my videos, don't worry, it's not going to impede on my shop projects. Still going to be doing those videos, and I've got a bunch of those projects coming up as well. So just think of these renovations as more of a bonus feature than anything else. But I've got to do the renovations anyway, so figured might as well record them. This first one is pretty straightforward. We've got 5 posts that are supporting a roof-covered deck on the front of our house. And right now they've just got little skinny 4x4 posts that I don't think look right. We're going for a rustic vibe, like the mountain big raw timbers look is what we're hoping to achieve. Last year we put on new siding in the house. We went with dark charcoal and brand new windows with a white trim. So I think that these big timber posts on the front deck are going to make a big improvement. So the posts that I got them from my local mom and pop sawmill. They're tamarack and cost me about 50% as much as it would have if I had gone to a Home Depot. And it's a really straightforward project. As usual, I'm going to walk you through it step by step. Stay tuned. I hope you enjoy. Oh, good girl. That was a good one. But enough play. We got things to do. So these are the 6x6 tamarack posts. As you can see, they look a lot like cedar. This is what they look like up against the 4x4 posts that are currently there. And this is a really good visual reference on the size difference between the two. And just give you a quick overview of what it currently looks like with the 4x4 posts. All right, so this is a pretty straightforward project. Basically, I'm just jacking up this beam with this, what do you call these? Little corkscrew lifter thingamajig. I think that's what they're called anyway. So I've just got it supported. When I crank that, it screws the screw that way, which makes the pipe go that way, which makes the roof go that way. So it's all going the right way, which takes the pressure off of this post, the existing one. So I've just got it snugged in there right now. It's not too unscrewed. So the first thing to do is to peel off these ugly white vinyl coverings that they have on each post, which is real easy considering they're just on there as a friction fit, so there's no glue or nails or anything holding them on. They've got each of these posts wrapped with 1/4-inch hardboard just to build them out a little bit. So the first thing I'm doing here is just taking that off of each side. So here I'm just removing the 4 screws at the bottom that are holding the post in position. And now that I've got the screws taken out of the bottom, I can raise the jack a little bit, which will take all of the pressure off of this one post. And now I'm using my whiz-bang oscillating tool to cut the top of this post off. Basically, I'm cutting off the part that's acting like mortise and tenon that's sandwiched in between the beam at the top. So once I've cut this off, it will completely free this post from the structure. There. See, this is the part that they had extending out. Then it was sandwiched in between the beam. Now on this side, they've got these brackets screwed into the bottom. I'm unscrewing the bracket from the bottom of the post. Each one has 4 screws in it. And And of course, we're going to save the bracket because you never know when you're going to need a bracket for a 4x4 post. Since I'm just replacing these old posts, I'm taking the measurement from the old ones and cutting the new ones to the exact same length. Here I'm thinking these things didn't used to weigh this much. Right about there I'm realizing, oh yeah, the only thing that's changed is my age. You should hang out there for a second. So these posts are exactly 6 inches by 6 inches. And since my skill saw blade will only cut to a depth of a little over 2 inches, that means I'm going to have to cut it on all 4 sides with my skill saw, which is going to leave me with a little piece in the middle that I'm going to have to cut with my handsaw, which isn't too bad because I need to work on my handsaw skills. It's been a while. So if you can't tell, this skill saw has been abused over the years. It's actually the one and only skill saw I've ever bought. I bought it when I was 18 years old, and it was the day that I started my construction company. Used it ever since then, and it still works like a damn. However, it works a lot better when it's plugged in. Marty, to think that used to be the only way to cut wood. My God. How did they build things back then, Jers? Oh, so much lighter. So at this stage, we can lower the jacks just a little bit. We want this new post to be in there just comfortably snug, but not too tight because we're probably going to have to adjust it with the tap of a hammer just to make sure we get it level. So now we can lower the jacks all the way and take them out so the full weight is resting on this new post. You didn't really think I was going to catch that, right? So at this stage, we basically repeat that exact process on the remaining 2 posts, and then we can call this one wrapped up. Take a wild guess what my wife's main request was for me to make sure that I don't do during this project. Batteries are my friend. that was a pretty straightforward weekend project. Didn't cost that much money, 300 bucks. Took a day, and I think it looks really good. Looks a lot better. I'm also, I think, going to make that beam a little bit wider and use probably cedar so that it matches, because I don't like the plain wood and the white painted beam. I think it would look better if it was cedar that looked like tamarack, but we'll see. Haven't decided yet for sure. There you have it. Oh, what a good girl. Oh, there's the belly rub. Oh, the belly rub's the best part, isn't it? Hey? It's just the best part. Lying in her pine cones. Oh, such a beautiful girl. Such a beautiful little girl, hey? Look at all these pine cones around her. Life is good right now, isn't it? Hey? Life is good. We got belly rubs, pine cones, and sunshine. What more does a puppy need?